If you're a sports fan, make sure you go check out SportsCastr for all of your sports needs. Whether you're a football fan, basketball fan, or baseball fan, this app is the perfect way to get news for your team and is an app I personally use myself in case any of you guys want to check out my pregame, halftime, or postgame streams. I'll leave a link in the description below. What is up, Pats Nation? It's Patriots Global back here with another video, and the New England Patriots have signed free agent offensive tackle Marshall Newhouse. This move came after the Patriots traded wide receiver Demaryius Thomas to the New York Jets in a very, very rare trade. If you haven't heard the news yet on Demaryius Thomas getting traded to the Jets, I did make a video on it, so you can go check that out if you would like to. And of course, the signing of Marshall Newhouse does mean that the Patriots are back to 53 players. Now, this is something that I said would not be a shock to me whatsoever. I actually predicted that they were going to sign an offensive lineman, more specifically an offensive tackle, after the injury of Marcus Cannon. Now, we don't know too much about Marcus Cannon, especially not enough to make a whole video on it. So the most I will say about him is that he actually was at practice. He was a limited participant. He's expected to miss some time, but it definitely doesn't sound as bad as originally expected, and originally expected it wasn't even supposed to be that bad, but the fact that he was at practice and just limited is always a good sign. The best thing about Newhouse, and obviously what Bill Belichick loves about him the most, is that he's a veteran. Okay, he's 30 years old. He brings, he brings all right height. Okay, Corey Cunningham is going to be the guy that you're going to want to go to if you're looking for that height. It really doesn't matter too much. But again, the Patriots are a little diverse there. Newhouse sits at 6'4", 319 pounds, as where Cunningham sits at a 6'6". I think the most interesting thing here, though, is that the New England Patriots did decide to go out and grab another offensive tackle, and to me, it was a good move, but the question is, what do they do with Corey Cunningham? Okay, because Corey Cunningham, if you remember, he was a guy that we traded with the Arizona Cardinals, and we gave them a 6th-round pick for him. But he was a healthy scratch week 1 versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. While Marcus Cannon is out, what do the Patriots elect to do? Okay, because you have Corey Cunningham, who doesn't necessarily have this veteran aspect that Newhouse does, but he has the height, and he's been around the Patriots organization for a little bit longer than, of course, Newhouse has. So either way, one will be backing up the other offensive tackle. I would be surprised to go in a game and having both of these offensive tackles on a healthy scratch list. To me, that wouldn't be a super smart move, especially after what happened and having Tooney to play at the left tackle position. If I personally had to guess what Bill Belichick is going to do, what I would say is that he'd probably go with Newhouse, and that wouldn't shock me just for the fact that he is a veteran. He's been in the league. He's been with several different teams, as where Corey Cunningham does not have nearly the same experience. Also, something interesting is that he will be wearing number 72, and of course, if you're a Patriots fan for a while, you know that was Dan Skipper's number, our offensive tackle on our practice squad, and Newhouse actually took that number from him, and Skipper actually had to end up changing his number. Newhouse has played in 114 career regular season games, in which he had 71 starts for all of the Packers, the Bengals, the Giants, the Raiders, the Bills, and the Panthers. So again, he's been with a lot of teams, so he has a lot of this experience. Of course, moving forward, we'll have to see what the Patriots and Bill Belichick elect to finally do, whether that is going to be Newhouse or Cunningham taking over that role while Marcus Cannon is out. But I feel like the bigger thing here to watch is that what happens when Ben Watson comes back? What happens when Ben Watson comes back and you also have Marcus Cannon coming back? Are they going to cut one of these offensive tackles, or do they elect to cut somebody else and keep the depth on the offensive line? As, let's be real, guys, they've been banged up for a little bit here. You got David Andrews, now you got Marcus Cannon. Isaiah Wynn already was on that season-ending injury, so something to keep monitoring with him. At the very least, though, the Patriots got a long-term veteran, a lot of experience, and some decent build. Really, at this point, it was a really good signing. You weren't going to get much of a better guy when it comes to the free agency market. So in the end, I am happy with the Newhouse signing, and I will be very curious to see how things pan out for this offensive line and guys like Newhouse going forward. But that is it for today's video. What are your guys' thoughts on this signing? Let me know in the comments below. If you're not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and also turn on your post notifications so that you do get notified when I am posting. You guys are not going to want to miss out. And I know YouTube can get a little funky with that and not notifying, so you want to make sure you have that bell on. Make sure you guys share this video with everybody who knows we can go to the Patriots Global Family. And other than that, I will catch you guys in another video.